thing I wish I understood earlier is that the internet is just not real, in a sense that it's really not something that is that important or that impactful. And by that, I mean not obviously the internet in general, that has been the biggest revolution that we had in quite a century, but the fact that internet discourse, like the general discussion, the dramas, the behavior of a lot of people are very much only on the internet, and you really need to understand that to take a step back and maybe not get involved into so many like small issues or drama or etc. that are going on. Because if you're doing it, well, first of all, you are on on a treadmill, or like the hamster wheel rather, where you just cannot move forward because you have always like a new drama or a new a news that is going on, and you must uh, like it's exhausting first of all, and it doesn't even matter that much. There was that video about I think it was Luke Smith that did it, which is quite a figure, let's say. But he had a very interesting video about I think the title was everybody on the internet is a loser, something on that, or the internet is for losers, something around that line. And from what I remember, it was about the fact that well, real people don't spend that much time on the internet. They are not on Twitter, they are not on Instagram, they are not following an influencer, they are most likely not watching YouTube with an account. For example, if you do that, you're not in the minority, but there is like a lot more people that just are not really subscribed, or they are not watching YouTube very much as you do. Especially if you're watching like a small channel like mine. Honestly, you might be kind of weird, I have to say. You're like me, so so you and I and a lot of people on the internet, we are very, let's say, niche. We're very much weird, and a lot of people, like most people that spend a lot of time on the internet, are not are very fringe compared to, that's the thing I was thinking about, fringe compared to the mass population and like the actual issues going on in the world. So that's video is just to remind you to not get caught up in so much daily internet dramas, like being very depressed about the website, for example. For example, I was seeing someone complaining that, and I mean that's a quite a valid concern, that, for example, on YouTube there is so much slop, for example, so much AI generated content, but also just inauthentic content, reactions and etc. Doesn't have to be AI specifically. Just like the landscape is not well, hasn't been better before. I'm not really sure, but you can be depressed when things change like this. But you also have to remember that in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter that much. It's the internet, it's contained. It can spill over and influence the culture, of course. And I'm not saying that nothing on the internet matter, but you have to keep in mind that internet issues are just internet issues, and it doesn't, you don't want to make like big conclusion about the world around you because I don't know, influencers are talking about dating a certain way, or doomers are talking about like the job market in certain way. That's another video. Like, don't believe people who say that you cannot get a job, but because like real life is way different. There's like a lot more normal people that don't have crazy ideas around, and you just have to get off the internet and find them. So yeah, remember, the internet is not real.